Hey Gemini, it's Faith. Welcome to your November 1st to the 15th reading. So let's see what we have going on hitherith. Okay, so of course this is for Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising. So of course if that resonates with you, then this video could be for you. If it doesn't resonate with you, check again elsewhere. Can't help you. Okay, but yes, let's see what we have going on for you guys. Okay, I think I said this at the last of Pisces reading. Yearly horoscopes will be starting to come out in the month of November. Okay. Of course, if you want your own yearly horoscope, I did put that up on my website. Okay, for purchase. Okay, and then of course, regular readings are regular readings. All right. So let's see what we have going on here with Geminis. Some of you Geminis could be possibly dealing with a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. I got Cancer specifically, but it doesn't have to be the case. Okay, some of you Geminis, I'm getting pregnancy. So the pregnancy doesn't have to mean an actual physical pregnancy. Some of you could be in the gestation period of you cultivating something new business, new home, new job, new opportunities. It doesn't matter. Some of you Geminis may be possibly going bowling this month. I know that's odd, but I'm just getting that. Okay, some of you Geminis, you may have to ask for help from somebody. It could be a friend, or this can literally mean don't be afraid to ask for help if you need it. Okay, nobody can read your mind. You have to speak up. Okay, yeah. Some of you Geminis, you're afraid to ask for help, but I also get this energy. Some of you Geminis may possibly be scared about something. I don't know what you're fearful about. Some of you are fearful about life. You just don't know where your life is headed at this point. It's a mystery to you, and that bothers you. It may be an uncomfortable feeling for you not to know where you're going. Some of you, it could be because maybe you experienced a setback. So you're kind of just like, where do I go from here? It's scary. Some of you may have to face the unknown because maybe something that you thought was going to work didn't work. And now it's kind of just like, oh my God, I'm literally out here dangling by my earlobes. What the fuck do I do? Yeah, some of you Geminis are definitely off balance because I get the word equilibrium. Some of you Geminis may be dealing with an Aquarius, because I think of the Temperance card, or a Pisces. Some of you Geminis are building something or you're trying to build something because I get the word, if you will build it, people will come. So maybe some of you Geminis are possibly trying to start some type of business that is tailored to the service of humanity. Maybe you're doing humanitarian efforts. Okay, I'm picking up the letter S, first, middle, last initial, and the letter C, first, middle, last initial. Or this person could possibly be born in September. Okay. Or this may be their zodiac sign, Cancer, Sagittarius. Spoke that into existence. Some of you Geminis moved to a new place in the past. This may have been uncomfortable for you. Yeah, but right now, some of you Geminis right now may be feeling disappointed about this move that you decided to make. Some of you, it may not necessarily be a physical move. Some of you may have possibly decided to make some type of move, possibly away from a person. Again, I already said Sagittarius. There she is. Or it could be Leo or an Aries, okay? Because I just get right now, some of you feel disappointed. And it could be disappointment because you're unable to make a decision. Some of you may possibly want to go back to something, but you could possibly feel like you're at that point where you may not be able to go back because you made that decision. I mean, it depends on, I guess, who you're dealing with, or it depends on the situation. Yeah, see, makes sense. That's why I said some of you Geminis, you could possibly be on this boat, on this journey by yourself. Because we have two nines right behind each other. And I also said something revolving around humanitarian. Nines, I feel like, represent humanitarians, okay? It's also the card like being in solitude and stuff like that. I feel like some of you, like I said, want to start some type of organization that revolves around humanitarian efforts, but you could possibly feel disappointment in that because you may not be getting the funding that you're looking for. Or even if it's not starting an organization, some of you may possibly want to start something that helps with the betterment of people. It could be something to deal with exercise. It may be something to deal with food, because for some reason I'm getting cooking. So it could be something that is yours, your own brand, but there may be a sense of feeling rejected or feeling like you may get rejected. Some of you if you move to a new place, a new city, a new state, you could possibly feel rejected by these people in your area, just feeling like they're just not accepting you. Maybe because you feel like maybe I'm not being accepted because of how I am. Some of you are very afraid to make a final decision on something. Some of you may be afraid that the decision that you made is final and you will not be able to go back. And it may involve a person, or this could be in regards to you. This person may feel this way about you. Of course, the energies can be reversed. Some of you may know what you want, but you may feel like it's just too far out of reach. And another thing too, even if this is pertaining to love, some of you may want someone, but it's almost like this person just keeps rejecting you. At what point are you going to get the hint? You're going to sit there and keep getting rejected? Fuck no. No, you're not. Just saying. Yeah, I just get some of you want to move to a different place, or you have already, and now you're rethinking this decision. Or if you haven't gotten there yet, some of you may have already made the plans to move, and it could be 3 months from now, whatever it is. But now you possibly, maybe you're backtracking. Like, do I really want to move? Is that really where I want to go? It's almost like you're standing over the horizon trying to figure out, like, which direction do I go in? Do I go east? Do I go west? Some of you may be possibly moving up north, or you did move up north, or you're moving north from the place in the place that you're already in. So you could stay in the same state. You could stay in the same state, but move north. But the atmosphere could be uncomfortable for you, or the atmosphere may not be what you think. Especially if you have kids like in elementary. But yeah, like I said, in the past, you made a move. Some of you may have decided to make a move in the past that involved you choosing yourself. And this may have been a move that may have took you to a different place. Some of you, in a way, you may have possibly, I just get the energy, somebody ran away in the midst of them having a breakdown, having a temper tantrum. Because the Queen of Wands, she can be hot tempered. She has a temper. Watch the fuck out, especially if the Queen of Wands feels like you're not appreciating her. Even if you're not appreciating the Queen of Wands in the way that she wants you to appreciate her, sometimes she can get beside herself. And that may have happened for some of you Geminis. You may have decided to make a move whenever you were upset. Some of you may have started going to school online in the past, maybe when the fall started. And it could be at this point where now you may feel like there's disappointment, maybe because you aren't able to focus. Or some of you, there may be disappointment because you may not necessarily like your instructor. You could be like, oh, she's a bitch, don't like her, but give it time. You know, it's still early, seems. Just saying. And then we have the world. Okay, the world, of course, represents completion of cycles. Okay, the world also is a sense of karma. Yeah, this was some type of karmic move or something like that you made. But some of you may have had to make this move to figure out where you actually need to go. Because again, like I said, the Chariot is all about choosing yourself. It's all about self-discovery. That's why I said it's like there was a move that had to be made in the past for you to figure out where you need to be. Now, this may not have been a move in terms of actually moving. This may have been a move in a sense of, maybe moving away from a relationship, deciding to choose yourself in regards to a relationship. But that move, like I said, is setting you up to figure out where do you want to be, where do you want to go, who do you want to be with, because you don't have to be with this person. Nobody said that. Nobody in this world is saying that at least I'm not. I don't know about nobody else, but Faith Wright is not saying that you have to be with these people. You don't, because you have free will and nobody can be controlled. Even your own damn kids. Shit, I'm learning this shit now, and I'm a parent, and it's tough. But you gotta let it go, because everybody's their own person. So that's what I'm saying. Nobody's saying you have to be with this person. You can choose to go be elsewhere. But whatever this move is that was made in the past is opening up that gateway for you to get to this Two of Wands. But that's the thing. Some of you guys, you may be in the present moment. I feel like you're at the Two of Wands, but that Two of Wands decision may require you to end a chapter that you don't want to end, that you don't want to close. Because some of you guys keep opening up a chapter and it's just disappointing news, disappointing news, disappointing news. They died. It's just, it's like a tragic love story. And you just keep opening the same chapter. You keep reading the same pages over and over again like the shit's gonna change. They already then printed the fucking book. It ain't changing, And I just get this sense of disappointment. Some of you may not want to disappoint maybe your mom, or maybe you don't want to disappoint your family, or you don't want to disappoint your kids, because this decision would probably require you to be, it's just you at that point. And that's hard to do. But I feel like you're looking for clarity. But I don't really get you're looking for clarity. I feel like the clarity you've already found, but you're living in your head because you don't know how to relay this message to this person that you are done because you've broken my heart too many times. Some of you guys, this person has broken your heart 4 times. I mean, 4. 3 too many. Okay? I mean, sometimes people can skate by with 1. But after 1, that shit is on you if you keep letting somebody disappoint you. Come on. Okay? But yeah. Some of you Geminis, it could be in the reverse. You going off on this journey could have allowed you to realize that you did want to be with this person, and or whatever it is, and somebody wants to stop disappointing the other person. And it may not be a disappointment in the sense of like cheating or anything like that. It could be bad communication, or it could be a sense of somebody keeps living it in their head and they won't allow themselves to be open to love. That can be a disappointment, because then one person feels like that they are loving the other person more, even though that may not be the case. Somebody just may not know how to say it, or somebody may not know how to open themselves all the way up because they're just too fearful. It could be one of those things where somebody could just be too used to having to do shit on their own or be on their own, that it's kind of just like they don't know how to let nobody in. So there's other Geminis where this situation is in complete reverse, where it's not like the other person's doing anything stupid, but it's just literally one of those things where it's like they may not know how to love. They may not know how to love you. Because we're not saying you're a walk through the damn, trees. Nobody really is. Everybody has their flaws. Everybody ain't easy. But this communication right here does seem pretty bad. And I also get this energy as well. Some of you Geminis right now, you may be making a decision based off of what you think but that may not necessarily be the case. So you could be jumping the gun, which I already said with the Queen of Wands. Feel like you've already done this, but you're doing it again. Okay? I get this energy as well. Right now, somebody's afraid that the other person is going to reject their offer. And that offer could be, it's time to wrap this shit up. Or that offer could be, I realized that I was afraid to love you. Now I want to love you. It could go either way. Okay? And then, in the future, we have this 9 of Wands being defensive. Yeah, trust issues. Don't want to be open. But also, like I said, for the first group, I said there's a sense of, just being defensive, not want to let anybody in. But also I get the energy of it's a stressful relationship because somebody is not healing their wounds from the past. It's almost like somebody may be blaming the other person for shit that somebody else put them through. Hence why the Queen of Swords is coming up. She has all the tools that she needs to transform. The Queen of Swords is a good leader because she, I would say the Queen of Swords is a good leader because she just knows what to do. Period. She's good at that. But emotionally, she is like a lost child, I feel, or like a lost puppy trying to find her way. Some of you are still trying to find your way, which is why you can't open up. Some of you the relationship becomes stressful because you don't want to open up. The relationship don't have to be stressful. But I do get this energy where I feel like you're already at the point where you know the decision that you want to make. You just got to make it. And some of you guys, you making this decision may disrupt this foundation that you thought was solid with somebody that you've been with for possibly 7 years or 8 years or however long it's been. It may disrupt that. It could be 3 years. There's no sacrifice. I mean, there's no victory without sacrifice. Something's got to go. Even if it's the need to, even if it's the need to be right. Even if it's the need to keep consistently protecting yourself because you feel like you can't trust no one. Something's got to go to get victory. And some of you don't want to let something go. Even if it's a person, even if a person is the obstacle in your life that's keeping you from moving forward, that person has to go. They got to go. How much longer do you want to hang on to this person? Some of you have been hanging on to this person for 7 to 21 months. And at some point, the gig is up. Because I'm be honest, some of you Geminis, if this person has moved to another place, they have moved on. And I know you probably don't want to hear that. That's too fucking bad. And we have the Strength card. Forgiveness. See, the thing is, you can get through anything that you set your mind to, but you gotta stop living in your head. And I feel like that may be your Achilles heel, that you live in your head. You zone the fuck out. And then here comes the negativity. It's almost like the negativity is, headphones, and you're just consistently playing it in your head. Block out the noise. Some of you Geminis, there may even possibly be some person or whatever it is in your life that could be feeding you rumors and gossip to keep you from this connection. That could be another thing as well. Because this person, especially if they are trying to assume that this person is in a third party, if you guys are like in the same vicinity, that's not true. I don't know what this person's deal is that's around you, but they got to go. And again, we have, like I said, the Strength. Step away from this Queen of Swords. You're not this cold deep down inside. You're actually a very sweet person. But you get in your own way. Yeah, what did I tell you? Right here. You get in your own way. 10 of Swords, 2 of Swords, 8 of Swords. Some of you won't let this go because you're too focused on the image. Some of you may possibly be afraid of what you're going to look like. Some of you, by the way, you may be following somebody to a new place, a new city, a new state. Wrong. Why are you following them? Why did you follow them? Just for shit to continue to be the same? I don't understand. This situation has got to end. It's a karmic cycle. It's damaging to the soul. I just feel like it is. Some of you Gemini, like I said, it could be a Cancer or it could be a fixed sign. Could be Aquarius. Okay. Yeah. It's not conducive. It's just really not. You keep trying to fix things up. It's almost like you keep trying to get this person's attention, but it's almost just like this person is just, Gemini, this person is running away from you. Period. That's how they move. They ran away from you. Because I just feel like that's them saying, I don't want to do it anymore. Some of you may be married to this person. This person is checking out of the relationship as the days, the months go by. But some of you are trying to convince yourself that you need to stay, even though this person may be possibly treating their friends better than they treat you. And yet you're trying to convince yourself to stay? No. But you're staying because you're trying to uphold the image when you know, some of you knew a year ago that you should have let this shit go. But letting this go would mean that now you are the lone wolf, like the wolf in the car. It's okay. You're not the first person that's going to have to end up starting over just because the relationship didn't work out, and you ain't gonna be the last. Everybody has to go through it at some point, or everybody may. I'm not gonna say everybody has to. Everybody's been there, possibly, even if it was in high school. Doesn't matter. We've been there, or we've been close to somebody who's been there. Stop hanging on to this just to make yourself look good, because you're just making yourself look worse by accepting less than what you deserve for a damn image. Beat my ass and call me Nelly. I don't think so. You're not going to get me. Oh, no. And you got to step into that power. You got to own that. But that's the thing. Some of you feel powerless in a situation because you gave somebody too much power. You gave up your power for this shit? Hell no. Can't pay me enough. I'm just saying. Take your ass back home where you came from. That's where you need to be. That's where your true soulmate is any fucking way. But that's just my opinion. Just kidding. That's what it is. Your true soulmate is back where you came from. Especially if you moved. Okay? It seems like it's a friend. It may not be a friend, though. It may not be a friend. But even outside of love, screw the love. Some of you possibly need to take some time off to yourself anyway. Sometimes shit just don't work out. It just don't. Some of you may be able, some of you, I feel like will be able to, some of you will be able to survive. But the fact of the matter is, like I said, some of you have just like not met your true soulmate. You're on the path to meeting that person, but this person who you think is your true soulmate isn't really it. That's why I said this person is back where you came from. Some of you may be an earth sign person. I'm open to that. Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. Whatever fits your fancy. You don't want to accept the answer. Some of you Geminis, there may be an earth sign person. Doesn't matter if it's sun, moon, or rising, that could be offering you a pinnacle, but it's like you want to run away from that because you are trying to save face. We no longer are saving face. Some of you, you're not going to listen to what the fuck I'm saying anyway, and that's completely fine. You will listen whenever you get sick and tired of being sick and tired. Some of you, it may take a year. Some of you may take 8 to 10 months. Others of you, it may possibly take a year and 10 months. Whatever the time frame is, you may not be ready to listen to this, but it's gonna fucking happen. Regardless if it's today, tomorrow, or next month. It's coming. Period. There's no stopping it. Because it just is what it is. And the more you postpone it, the more the universe is gonna start piling on those damn signs to get you to realize. Okay. So anyway, I'm off my soapbox. So Geminis, this has been your reading. Okay. I hope it helped, and see you later.